Hello, Libra. Welcome to your monthly money and finances forecast. Thank you for being here. Libra, let's get into your reading. I already pulled for some of the energy around your money and finances, and your intention is action. There is a need for you to take action now or more action now than what you're doing around your money and finances situation. Make a plan or to do list and take action for your financial wealth and well being. Action. All right. This is you trying to get things done or needing to look at how to get things done to work on your money situation and improve it or sustain it. Now, either there's a need to take action or there needs to be more action towards what you're doing, Libra. Now, your other intention is connection. Connection. Connect to the purpose of your money and use it only when in alignment with your true values. Connection. There needs to be a better connection between you and your money and how you are spending it or what you are applying it to. You may be wasting money or overindulging by overspending, doing things in excess, or you may be spending money on things that you in the moment desire, want, need, but after it's bought, what is it, buyer's remorse? You may be experiencing that. But there needs to be a better connection between you and your money where you are focusing on what your purpose is, what is needed, what's necessary. There may be a need for more concentration on that and aligning more with focusing on applying your money or spending your money based on the things you need or that will be of true value for you or to you for having it, and not something that ends up not being of use or worth it that you spent it for, that money, right? Now, your focus and action that you should be taking around your money is with the focus on spending. So this needs to be addressed. You may be spending a lot of money, um, and the question is, with what is it connected to? Are you spending money on the things that are important? Are you prioritizing or not so much? I am spending money consciously and mindfully. Are you or are you not, Scorpio? I mean, ooh, Libra, you might have some Scorpio on your chart. I did just do Scorpio's reading before yours, so it's still on my mind, I guess. But some action tips and ideas for you to help with your money aims. Create a spending plan, a budget, and stick to it. Use technology to make managing money easier. Identify spending leaks. Find two areas where you could reduce spending and reduce it. Don't spend on it. Save your money instead. Ask for a discount. That could be possible. You don't ask, they don't tell sometimes. But be mindful to always consider, am I spending money consciously and mindfully? Are you doing the best you can? Are you making right decisions? Are you prioritizing? There's a need to control your spending. An affirmation that you can speak over your money situation, Libra, is I am resilient and confident in change. I am resilient and confident in change. Now, some things that you can consider when you speak this affirmation daily over your money and finances to help you keep in alignment with your affirmation, your goals and your needs and your plan, is what steps can I take now to help me cope better with unexpected events and expenses? This is your affirmation. So what I feel this is speaking to for you is, if you've been trying to come up with a better way with how you handle your money, or you're ready to start, and whatever plan you have or what you want to reach, there's some issue with your motivation or your ability to stick to what needs to be done, ask yourself, are you in a space and time where if something unexpected occurred that required you to be able to handle that expense, can you? And if you can't, that should be enough motivation. But also, what things that operate in your life right now that are necessary and need to be maintained, and if something happens that it needs to be fixed or addressed or responded to financially, can you? What am I talking about? A vehicle, perhaps. If you rely on your own transportation, where you have a vehicle and you come and go, that's something that is of value. That's something you prioritize. That's something that, even though your car may be running well, or um, you have a new one, whatever, do you have funds set aside that if something unexpected occurs, that you can address what your car needs for repair to keep it going? That's just an example. But think about whatever else that you may need to prioritize in this way that may help you be more motivated towards your ability to have emergency funds or just access to money quickly so that you can address unexpected expenses, or so that you can be in a more comfortable, stable position, especially if you are doing a lot of spending or overspending, and that needs to be looked at and modified so that you can connect better to getting what is of value and what's needed and what's practical and what speaks to your soul. Because sometimes it's cool to get something that you like, but is it really speaking to your soul? Is it really who you are? Is it really something that you will benefit from for having? Then okay. But if you just, I just want it because it's pretty, or I just want it because it's the trend thing, but you realize later after you have it, it's just sitting around in your home and you're not making any use of it, then the value for what you spent is lost. Just saying. So let's get into your messages. I already pre-shuffled. I'm looking at, as I split the deck, the Hangman and the Seven of Swords. So there needs to be a pause around your money and finances for you to get some enlightenment, to focus on alternatives and come up with a strategy, a better strategy, a new strategy, so that you can, if you ever need to run, you can escape. You can afford to go, so to speak. You get my drift. Okay? Also, there's a need to get out of your head from negative self-talk and negative thinking around your money and finances. That won't do you any good. You're only going to attract more of that. No scarcity mindset, no doubt, no fear. It's not that it doesn't happen, but don't entertain it. Focus on abundance. Focus on prosperity. Say to yourself, there's more where that came from concerning your money. Instead of, ooh, I don't know if I can do that, or I don't know if I'm going to get that, or I still need. Don't have a need attitude. That's easier said than done, but you know what? Practice makes perfect. So let's take a look for you, Libra. There may have been some frustrations for you around money. There's a need to have more wisdom towards how you're managing and spending your money. You may have been tossing it to the wind when you do, and probably more than you should. Stop that. Spirit, what does Libra Collective need to know about their money and finances using the horseshoe spread? And stick around. At the end, we're going to pull some guidance for you to add to your money situation that may be of help for you with what comes out in your spread. And also for those of you focused on business and entrepreneurship, we're going to pull some guidance and a message for you that may be a tip or useful help for you towards your goals and aims. Spirit, what does Libra need to know? What does the Libra Collective need to know about their money and finances, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For some of you with action here, I do feel that there's a need for you to take action to address a matter that you become aware of. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am resilient and confident in change. Okay, so for some of you, it's possible that there's some issues with some changes that you're trying to make or that you're experiencing. But remain confident and resilient. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. If you give up on yourself, then what? Message. All right, Libra, let's get into this. Thank you, Spirit. Libra Collective. If you must have an audience, make sure you're one of them. You're your best sounding board or your worst critic. Pick a side. Let's get into this for you, Libra. All right. In the recent past concerning your money, you do have the Six of Cups in reverse. Water energy. There could be something to do with family, someone from the past, something from the past, or realizing a past action of some sort. At present, you do have the Knight of Wands, fire energy. You could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or this is just some energy that you're taking action with to see movement. We'll get more into that. Knights bring about events with the focus of movement. Ooh, Libra. In the future, you have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's in reverse. Okay? Not so good. Listen, guys. We're going to read the energies in this spread, but just be mindful that energy is fluid, so you have the ability to change it. Unless this is something that's destined, this Wheel of Fortune, or perhaps you're having a pessimistic attitude. We don't know, but we'll see, right? Your attitude towards your money and finances, and you do have the Empress. I like that. Your concern with your money situation is the Star, but in reverse. Your challenge with your money is the Magician. And your likely outcome is you do have the Seven of Cups. At the bottom, Libra, you have the Five of Swords. Talking conflict here, dispute, arguments, trying to get the upper hand, trying to win at all costs, perhaps. Or maybe you're trying to move away from a conflict here. With the Five of Swords here, this may be as a result of some sort of assessment or lack of assessment or analyzing and recognizing something going on with your money situation, or how you handled or managed your money with what you were paying out or addressing. And there's a conflict. This may be just a conflict within yourself, or you are experiencing a conflict with who you are dealing with to confront the situation, or both. But with the Five of Swords upright, this is you focusing perhaps at winning. It can be at all costs, but I do feel this is around you trying to confront the situation and address and change something. or resolve something through communication or plan, or just a choice maybe you might be back and forth with in your mind about. But there could be some cost to you here. There may be some cost to you here. Or you may be trying to avoid some cost to you here. But let's see. Let us see. So in the recent past, you do have this Six of Cups in reverse. So there is something perhaps you weren't able to reconcile in the recent past or get some sort of successful conclusion with. Spirit, tell me more about the Six of Cups in reverse for Libra. Thank you. Okay, lovers, it's connected to perhaps some sort of partnership or contract or agreement or decision, or you trying to, with this Lovers energy, get some sort of matter corrected. With the Lovers, you could be dealing with the Gemini or have this energy in your chart. But this is something that you wanted to address to create balance or reconcile with someone where there may have been some sort of blip in payment or exchange or solution to the remedy or to get the remedy. With the Chariot underneath, this was you focusing on how to overcome that, how to steer it, how to have victory, how to arrive at your destination with the solution that you wanted to see happen. I feel like it's connected to something that you needed to resolve with someone else or regarding another. That you wanted to keep it under control or balance it out. Or you just didn't want it to get off track because something about it that would have been possible. Now, at present, you do have the Knight of Wands. And what's interesting is that this Knight of Wands almost looks like he's looking back a little bit with it below at that Six of Cups. So at present, you're seeing movement. You're taking some sort of action and you're seeing movement and progress. You do want to be mindful that the movement and action that you're taking to address something that you wanted a solution with, or that you were getting some sort of conflict or adversity around to resolve or to change or push back with, or it just wasn't something that can be simply done perhaps the way you intended. You're taking action and seeing movement. Let's see what's going on with that Knight of Wands. Spirit, tell me more about the Knight of Wands for Libra. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands for Libra, please. Now, it's also possible with this Knight of Wands, someone could be coming in to help you. Somebody's coming in quick. Or this is you moving quickly towards where the solution may lie. I almost said sushi. Where the solution may lie. Spirit, tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Thank you. You have the Sun in reverse. So, with the Sun in reverse, there may have been a lack of a positive outcome, or you may be experiencing, with the Sun in reverse, problems with getting an opportunity or breakthrough, or being able to be supported with the situation. With the Sun in reverse, there also could have been a matter where you may have lacked clarity with something with the Sun in reverse. Or you may be trying to act on something as quickly as possible before it comes to light. You do have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is something that you are trying to avoid a disaster with, or bring into the complications around. This is something here that is bothering you. Something you want to try to regenerate, fix, but avoid complications or it getting out of hand and becoming a disaster in some way that you see it could become for you. So you wanted to take action and try to connect with who could help. This could be you turning to someone Yeah, I feel like this is something you wanted to move on before something comes to light or be recognized. This is you having an issue with being able to get a solution, perhaps. And so this is you having movement on addressing this so that you can get a positive outcome. So you can clear up whatever's going on here. Now, in the future, you do have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is like a negative turn or unexpected change, or having a pessimistic attitude, or missing an opportunity, or something is just destined to go the way it's going, and you trying to affect it in that way. You're not being able to shift the energy in the direction, the more positive direction you want it to lead to. But let's take a look at this Wheel in reverse, Spirit, because the Wheel in reverse talks about misfortune. Okay, some sort of negative change aspected around your money and finances. Spirit, tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Libra, please. And that's your future energy. Queen of Swords with the Page of Wands. So in the future, with this Queen of Swords energy, this may be you focusing on coming up with the way to go in a new direction with this Page of Wands, to respond and take action in a new direction in order to try to change the course of this wheel, which is in reverse. This is you trying to see a way to turn it upright. This is you focusing on a plan and logic. And I say that because this Queen of Swords is not looking at this wheel. So this is you taking an optimistic attitude towards what you may not have been able to change, or something unexpected that comes about that doesn't feel good or isn't, you're not cool with it, right? But you not focusing on the negative turn that is occurring, but instead focusing on how to stay optimistic and move forward despite it and go in a new direction. Be mindful with that page underneath that you are making sure that you are not being impulsive or irresponsible. But the Queen of Swords, male or female, focuses on logic, detaching from emotion. So something you may not have been able to get a solution with, or have it go the way you want it to, or see it addressed, or it comes to light and it feels as a difficulty, a complication, or something you're trying to confront and address. This is you not allowing your feelings and emotions to sway you or affect that a plan can still be put in place or be modified to still focus on making things turn out for the better and improving it. So that's nice, Libra. Now you could be dealing with someone embodying the Queen of Swords energy. And if so, this is someone that is detached from their emotions, that's very logical. This Queen of Swords would be somebody that don't care about your feelings or how it would be, better for you if, you would feel better if they could just do this. They stick to the plan, what's logical, what's right, and cut through the bullshit. But I feel like that's you staying optimistic, still focusing on a way to change things. Now, your energy and attitude is the Empress. Nice. With the Empress here, this is either you embodying you're embodying this energy, but you could also be dealing with a Taurus, perhaps even a Gemini. With the Empress here is your attitude. You see yourself as abundant. You see yourself as creative. You see yourself as, with your money and finances, as you are able to prosper. You are able to see growth, see progress. This is how you're seeing your money. You also may be feeling and seeing your money improve, or you feel in a creative space that your ability to improve your money situation is doable and you're doing it. Spirit, tell me more about the Empress. This may also be you focusing on nurturing your money situation and trying to take care of things. You may be focusing on generosity that you extend, or generosity you may be able to receive. You may be also focused on the pleasures in life, your luxuries. You may be spending a lot of money on things of that sort with the Empress here, because the Empress loved bounty and luxury. But I also feel that you see yourself as being successful around what needs to happen with your money. Spirit, tell me more about the Empress. With the Empress, we have the Emperor in reverse. Now, it's possible this could be a situation around a couple, counterparts, male and female. It's also possible that your polarities are out of balance, Libra, your feminine and masculine energy. That maybe more of your feminine is coming through, which is focusing on your creature comforts and your luxury, and the masculine energy needs to come out where there's a need for more focus on how to build, how to control, how to have order, how to organize. But you certainly are looking at how to manage something with the Emperor. It's possible that you are dealing with someone in authority, and you could be having issues with being able to address this matter if an authority figure is involved. And if so, this authority figure is someone, because in reverse, this would be being out of control or mismanagement. This authority figure is not entertaining your interests here. You do have the High Priestess underneath. So with the High Priestess, there may have been some hidden information or knowledge or facts why someone in authority can't do something for you if this is what this is around, and you weren't sure why, and you realize because there's maybe a rule or an order to things, or there's certain regulations that apply that perhaps what you wanted or you're looking to try to see progress with, you hadn't considered because you may not have been aware. But also with the Empress here, this is you focusing on how to creatively see progress with something that you may have mismanaged or that needs to be managed and brought order to, or organized or structured. You may be trying to see how to build your finances as well, and you may have been having issues with the ability to do that. Now, your concern with your money is the star in reverse. You could be dealing with an Aquarius and have this energy in your chart. With the star in reverse, you're concerned whether or not you're going to have all of your needs and expectations met concerning your money situation. Your challenge with your money situation is the Magician. Now, I also want to go back and say with the star in reverse, you are concerned about whether or not you're going to be able to heal something that is happening with your money situation that you may be looking to confront with the Five of Swords that in the recent past you may not have gotten a solution to. Or this may be connected to someone from the past, something from the past, or around children or family, or a specific partnership. But with the Magician here is your challenge. You're having the challenge of being able to create what you want around your money needs and expectations and goals. Because the Magician focuses on, with regard to money, how do we make money? Will we make money? How are we going to create that money? What can we initiate to bring that new resource of that money in? And so you have the challenge of how to go about manifesting what you need to either make money or create and influence your circumstances that you're dealing with, that you are trying to confront, or that you're experiencing some sort of conflict or dispute with, and see if you are able to manifest what you want here around what you want to see happen with your money or your focus. Now, the Magician, you may find that your challenge is simply the need to adapt to the situation. Maybe you're overly focused on a set way of something getting done. There may be the challenge of you being more creative and crafty and cunning. There may be the challenge of wisdom. You may lack some information or understanding around something. But be mindful too, the challenge is, my question to you is, are you trying to dominate the situation through deceit? Because that's operating in a low vibration. But also be mindful of your expertise, or if you've turned to someone for help and support with what you want to confront or change or avoid a problem with your money, if they're experienced and not providing you false expertise here. Because your challenge is manifesting what's needed and creating what you want and influencing your situation so it happens with your money. Now, your likely outcome is you do have the Seven of Cups. So this is experiencing some confusion around this conflict or dispute, or what you are trying to confront here and change, maybe even diffuse or not be defeated by. But this is also talking about you making sure that you're seeing clearly, and that as it has to do with options, that you are aware of all the options, or perhaps to start looking at other options to what it is you want to confront or change or avoid a problem with. Spirit, tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Thank you. Yeah, this is the Ace of Wands. So this is about confusion, about what action to take to initiate something, to take the leadership on something, to have a new start, to perhaps receive something here. But this is about the potential to recenter something, the potential to, maybe hit the refresh button, if you will. But this may be focused on, coming up with a new ambition to the situation, or seeing what other way to invest, or perhaps needing to come up with a new creative concept that will allow you to resolve the confusion and see movement and action initiated and something started that you want to see happen that gives you that solution. Now, you do have the moon here. So with the moon, follow your intuition, your instinct, and your gut, as long as your compass isn't off. But also with the moon, you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. But the moon talks about there could be fears, uneasiness, uncertainty around a matter. There's some information that still needs to be shown to you. Or this may be you experiencing some confusion around how to get something started, how to get something initiated, or how to receive something or extend it. But with the Seven of Cups as advice, this is about you making sure that you're not operating from a space of confusion, and that you are aware of all the options, and that you make the best possible choice of the options you have before you initiate or take action. Spirit, what is the guidance for Libra? I do feel that your money situation is okay, with the Empress being your energy and attitude. I just feel that there's something that happens that is either unexpected or cause some sort of slight either on your behalf or that you do, or on your behalf that is done to you. And so your guidance, if you listen, look at that. What did I say about that Wheel of Fortune in reverse? You're going to handle that, Libra. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered to gratitude. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Because I was talking choppy like that, something may be coming up that's coming off choppy, like the way you handle something or the way something has gotten handled. And it just needs to be tweaked or addressed, and you just get a little pushback with that. And you may be experiencing some fear with that moon energy that we saw, and you just need to simmer down and focusing on how you can manifest, because you also could be dealing with the Aries or an Aquarius here. But the energies that are here, you have the capacity to clear away the confusion and figure out what it is that you need to initiate, and whatever that needs to be reconciled, you can. Whatever you need to have solution with, you can achieve, so that you can get back to that inner balance with something that might have took you off course a little bit. But again, be mindful of your spending, okay, so that you can avoid any conflict if this is concerning that. You will find a way. You just have to be determined and just understand that it's something you need to confront, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to change or address. Spirit, for the entrepreneurship and business focus for Libra Collective, what is some guidance? What's a tip? What's some advice? What's the message do you have for the Libra Collective regarding business and entrepreneurship? What is some entrepreneur business message for Libra Collective focused on that? What is a message, please? Oop, thank you. Analyze. Research your market and analyze your competition. Decide how you're going to make better offers and provide more value than everyone else. Analyze. What are the stats? Okay? Understand the criteria. Analyze. Make sure you're looking at things closely. Pay attention to the details so that you don't misstep or make a mistake, but also analyze your situation thoroughly so that you can prioritize it in such a way to come up with the best possible option towards your business and goals and entrepreneurship, so that you can be a cutting edge to the competition. I hope these messages help. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.